What we have here is a Homestead. A little Homestead. This is a Whisperfan III. Yes. Polished brass. Cane blades. Oh yeah. Cane. You don't see Homestead cane very often now, do you? Oh. Tight weave. Yeah. So, as you can see, has a bell canopy, Casablanca style, spiral downrod sleeve, a built-in K4 style light, and of course the sockets have no finish on them because why would they? This happened with Casa stuff as well. The finish would just flake off. This fan has a GE stack motor of the smaller stature. Like I said, it's a 38-inch fan. Came in 3 finishes to my knowledge. Polished brass as shown, antique brass, and also antique copper. Now, cane blades on a Homestead are not common. You don't see these very often. So let's see what this thing does. I had to adjust the trim pot a little bit, simply because it was a bit too fast for my liking. So now it's about perfect. It's a nice aesthetic low, well, relatively speaking. I would say it's about 60 RPMs. Could have tweaked it down to 30, but this is fair enough. Makes the low speed functional, but also slightly aesthetic. Now, the 38-inch Whisperfan III, well, Whisperfan IIIs were only 38-inch 6-blade, is childhood to me. The reason for this is one of my mom's friends, somewhere in Connecticut, his house had one fan in it, just one in the kitchen. It was one of these, an antique brass with a globe, I think it was a schoolhouse globe light. Could have been around, I don't remember. Either way, it was a big globe light, and I was fascinated by the 3-way pull chain. You know, fan, light, and fan light, both. So, yeah. It's a neat fan. Hadn't really seen any more of these since then, because these early Homesteads aren't very common. Homestead tried to compete against Casablanca back in the day. So, you know, similar lights, same style canopy, and this and that, yada yada yada. So, let me turn this off real quick. I just want to show you something. Another bit of interesting here is the you see how the blade irons attached to the flywheel, they're not quite in line with each other. You know, they're not quite linear. You know, so why is that? Surprisingly simple reason, actually. The reasoning for that is because Homestead originally started out doing decorative bottom plate and blade kits for Hunter Originals. So these blade irons were originally meant for, or they were meant to fit a 36-inch original. Thus the steep curvature of each blade iron at the rotor or flywheel. Yeah, the flywheel in this is metal, by the way, which is great, because later Homestead flywheels, they like to dust themselves. But anyway, back to what I was saying about the original stuff. Yeah, so they made bottom plates. They made blade irons and blades, yeah, specifically tailored to the 36-inch originals, just to dress them up. Because Hunter didn't offer too many options. I guess Homestead thought, oh, let's make some more options for them. Cool. So they did. So when Homestead started making this fan, alright, basically, let me turn it back on. Basically, you know, they didn't want to have to create a new blade iron design, so they just kept the same blade iron design they had and just kind of clutched them onto a flywheel. The same flywheel used for the Whisperfans 1 and 2. Only tapped for the little brackets. They didn't fix this design quirk until about 1985. That's when they've made the flywheel symmetrical, so you could mount 4 or 6 blades. This one is 6 blades only. Yeah, because by changing the blade iron design, make them look better and more clean looking, they thought, okay, we can make the screw hole symmetrically, you know, spaced exactly apart. Which basically meant that you could put 4 blades on it as well. So, so that's the design quirk there. Anyway, let me now this side, let's put it up about 1/8 of a turn. The bearings aren't bad. I think there's something, maybe a balloon string or something swirling around in the motor that's making it a little loud. But yeah, stack Homesteads are my favorite flavor of Homestead. It also should be noted that this fan, the GE motor, actually doesn't mind a solid state control all that badly. It doesn't mind it all that much. It doesn't hum as loudly as it does with other fans. So now it's kind of on a medium low. I also noted this with the Asterson motors, because my Whisperfan 4 has an Asterson motor for some ungodly reason, and it's dead silent, even with a cardboard box solid state control. Very weird. Let's put just a little more. Another 1/8 of a turn. Okay, never mind. It has a slight hum, but it's still not as pronounced as other motors. The wobbles are really barely there. Another 1/8 of turn. In fact, let's go full blast. Screw it. Now the wobble's a little more pronounced. I think one of the blades might be off by a gram. Yeah, I had been looking for one of these forever and didn't really expect to find one with cane. Nice added bonus. It flies at a pretty good speed, although not as fast as some other 36-inch fans. Still a nice performer, though. Let's turn it off. And there you have it, a cane Whisperfan III.